B Marsh Boxing back at it with another NFL vid. So congratulations to two of my top three favorite wide receivers of all time, you know what I mean? I'm definitely a Jerry Rice guy, seeing Jerry Rice in his prime, you know what I mean? That was my original team as a kid. When I lived in the Bay, I was a Jerry Rice fan forever. I personally think Jerry Rice is the greatest player to ever put on pads, you know what I mean? And play the game of football on the gridiron. But this video ain't about Jerry Rice. I want to say congratulations to Terrel Owens and Randy Moss for making it to the Hall of Fame. Terrell Owens had to wait a few years, but Randy Moss gets in on his first induction, first inductee Hall of Fame. First ballot. Excuse me. Now, I'm happy for both these guys, especially going in at the same damn time, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, I think really and truly in the NFL history of Hall of Fame, only two men have been first ballot Hall of Fame wide receivers. And that's Jerry Rice, and the second now is Randy Moss, you know what I mean? So I want to ask everybody who listening to this, who was a better wide receiver? Who had a better career? Who would you rather have? If if your team you had to take for the first overall pick, would you take Terrell Owens or would you take Randy Moss? Personally, as far as styles, these two guys were totally different kind of players, you know what I mean? Randy Moss was a deep threat, arguably, not arguably, definitely the greatest deep threat ever to play football, you know what I mean? Terrell Owens was more of a guy, physical guy, you know what I mean? Not really much on the outside like Terrell Owens. I'm sorry, like Randy Moss, but he was a guy who'd go on the inside. You know what I mean? Go right in between the numbers. Wouldn't be afraid of them linebackers, and fellas who trying to blast him right in the middle. He was a dude who'd go right through the middle, and he was a dude who was very, very good. His MO was yak yards, you know what I mean? Yards after catch, you know what I mean? That's what he did, It'd take like five guys sometimes to bring this man, Terrell Owens, down, you know what I mean? He was a very strong dude. And I'm saying Randy Moss was more of a guy who liked to stay on the outside, you know what I mean? He wasn't the type of dude who wanted to go on the inside and mix it up, you know what I mean, in the middle. It was, some could say that the man was scared of getting hit going in on the inside. Unlike Terrell Owens, If you look at the the wide receiver all-time stats, is Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and Terrell Owens. Those are the top three, you know what I mean? But I want to ask who you guys think is better, Terrell Owens, in my opinion, is the kind of dude you can count on, you know what I mean? There wasn't no give up in this guy. This is a guy, remember that Super Bowl when he came back to play for the Eagles? When he with that broken ankle, he came back despite doctors advising him not to play. And the man played in that game, man. It had a remarkable game. 9 catches, over 120 yards, you know what I mean? No touchdown, though, but he did his part in that game, Randy Moss, like I said, man, I've seen Randy Moss, man, when this man was a rookie, have like 3 catches for over 200 yards against the Dallas Cowboys. 3 catches for over 200 yards, and two of the 3 catches were for touchdowns. 2 touchdowns, over 200 yards, and 3 receptions. Now, this guy was amazing, you know what I mean? But I can definitely say that Randy Moss has played with a better wide receiver on his side, Terrell Owens ain't never played with no Hall of Famer. This guy, Randy Moss, played with Chris Carter, you know what I mean? When he came to my New England Patriots, the man Randy Moss played with Wes Welker in the slot, you know what I mean? And Wes Welker, them times, was vicious, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, the man Terrell Owens played with fellas like J.J. Stokes and Fred Mitchell and them type of fellas, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm saying the best player he ever played with, and this was a T.O. past his prime as far as wide receiver was Chad Ochocinco Johnson, you know what I'm saying? So, arguably, I wouldn't be mad at you if you said Terrell Owens is a better wide receiver. Even matter of fact, that year he played with Chad Johnson on the Bengals. The man T.O. had a broken hand for most of the season, but he wasn't the kind of guy who would reveal his injuries to the press and the media. He just played through it, and that's one thing you can't take away from the man T.O., you know what I mean? The man never had no off the field problems. You know what I'm saying? The man Randy Moss was the kind of dude who'd always he'd have them situations, man, like, I think the man would always get busted with pot, you know what I'm saying, in his vehicle. You know what I'm saying? He was the kind of dude who you know, straight cash, homie. You know what I mean? When he was mooning the Green Bay Packer fans, you know what I'm saying? That fake moon he did in the playoff game. But the one thing that stands out about Randy Moss compared to Terrell Owens was when the man would say, I'll play when I want to, or I'll play when I feel like it. You know what I mean? When he was over there on the Oakland Raiders, that man looked like he was washed up. The man didn't give no effort. And that's the difference between T.O. and Randy Moss. T.O.'s gonna come to play every single down. I love me some me. Ooh, I love me some me. You know T.O., man. T.O. was a competitor, you know what I'm saying? But physically, he was just definitely the bigger, stronger, faster. Bigger and stronger player than Randy Moss. But I just think Randy Moss was so gifted, man. Like I said, man, the deep threat, and ultimately, man, that's what gets you touchdowns. The wide receiver spot, man. You go deep, and hopefully the man could catch them long bombs. You know what I mean? And you could f around to get mossed by Randy Moss, the super freak. I personally, look, man. My two favorite teams of all time in the NFL, man. As a kid, when I lived in the Bay, I was a 49ers fan, no question about it. Even when I lived in Boston, man, I was a 49ers fan, you know what I mean? But I learned the game for real, watching my New England Patriots, you know what I'm saying? And, these are my two favorite teams. I'll stay loyal to them, you know what I mean? Patriots, 49ers all day. You check it. But personally, I like Randy Moss better, me personally, you know what I mean? The man played on my New England Patriots, man. We almost went undefeated, had a great season, you know. But I just think, personally, Terrell Owens is probably the guy who has a better work ethic, even in his advanced years. The man Terrell Owens, at the age of 37, was still doing big things. Randy Moss, at the age of 37, was kind of washed up, you know what I mean? You check it, so... Personally, I'm just going to have to go with Randy Moss. That's my favorite. But if you told me Terrell Owens is a better overall, more complete player, I ain't mad at you. They both go into the Hall of Fame, so at this point, it doesn't even matter, you know what I mean? But let me know in the comment section to anybody who listened to this vid, who do you think is the greater player between the two? Who had a better career? Actually, you know how many Super Bowls they have combined? 0. That's a damn shame. Ain't none of them win a Super Bowl, you know what I mean? So that kind of hurts them as far as, just being winners, you know what I mean? But, hey, it is what it is, you know what I mean? Let me know who y'all think is the better wide receiver. I personally like Randy Moss. I think Randy Moss was, it's just, I never seen nobody like him in NFL history, you know what I mean? But let me know in the comment section. Be Marsh Boxing. I'm gone. Peace.